Hitchhiker's Homestead. We're going to talk about Claire Bunny. We're going to talk about Claire and her siblings. And I heard a story today about people who got kicked out of their apartments or houses or whatever, and they left their animals. And their animals sat there for, several days just drinking water out of the toilet. That is not something that I could ever do or condone. My animals are so important to me. Here comes one, there's Amberly. These guys were born in my house, and they're so very important to me that I can't even tell you. They're so special to me. There's my Amberly, and there's my Claire Bunny. And y'all know how I'm still grieving over George and his loss. There's my Claire. Claire doesn't have a shirt on because she won't let me put one on. Still grieving George and the loss of him every day. Every day I grieve for that puppy, every day. They are so important to me. They're not just animals on my farm. I don't think anything could just be an animal on my farm because I love them so much. Do I realize that meat chickens get called for food? Yes, I do. I do realize that. And yes, that's something that's going to be in my future. But hey, Beulah. But these guys right here were put here to be our friends. God wanted to give us a companion, and He did. And they're the most loyal, sweet, loving. They're rat terriers, full-blooded rat terriers, and they're just wonderful. They're wonderful. And there is no love like the love of a girl for her pet, or the girl for her horse, because a horse, I don't know, I can't describe it. There's just no love like that. There's no way to describe the love for a girl and her horse, or a girl and her puppies. So, that being said, I will go the extra mile for my pets, and I will make sure that a lot of, and I've talked about this before. Sorry, y'all, I hate it when people do this, but my hair's a mess. I've talked about this before, that Leah Sedgey did a dog food study, and the majority of the dog foods that you buy at the Publix or wherever, Giant Eagle up here, whatever, they are roadkill. They are old animals that were killed on the side of the road. They were picked up, they were sold to the pet companies, the pet food companies, and that's what your dog is eating. And it's full, or euthanized pets, full of harmful chemicals and not ethically sourced, and it's just a nightmare scenario. And for a long, long time, that's what I fed my dogs because I didn't know any better. And once I started realizing what nutrition does for you, and it's not just stuff to stuff your face and make your stomach be quiet, I realized that that's the same for my puppies. And we had a dog, can I get down? We had a beloved rat terrier dog, Buster, who we had for 12, 13 years, and he died of cancer. And it was a horrible, 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 horrible thing to watch him die like that of cancer. And he was in pain, and he was miserable, and it was terrible. It was terrible. And I vowed that I would not go through that again with another puppy. And we've gotten the Motrin and the things of that nature out of our house, and that I can promise you will never happen again. And neither will a dog dying because the dog food that I gave them was not healthy for them. We give our dogs turmeric, we give our dogs vitamins, we give our dogs whatever we can, black seed oil, colloidal silver. We give our dogs colloidal silver, and we do everything we can. That was a little cold, let me cover her up. We do everything we can to keep them healthy and to give them the best life possible, because I do believe Justin Rhodes says you give them the best life possible, and I believe that. If you have a pet or farm animal or whatever, a chicken you're going to cull, you give it the best life possible, and then you can sleep at night. So I was watching Gulshaw Farms, and he has that Maremma, thank you very much, Toby dog, and he feeds him this brand called Open Farm. and I have been looking and looking and looking for a dog food that is what we need for our dogs. So I went on their website and started reading. It's real meat is the #1 ingredient. You get the real thing, real meat. No artificial colors, no flavors, no fillers. It's balanced by a nutritionist, and it is crafted in the USA. You can tailor your animals, and I'm not getting this is not an endorsement. I paid for that bag. You can tailor the food to meet whatever needs you have. For your dog or your cat or your animal. There's some testimonials. I've actually seen a change in their energy levels after the switch. Just right makes it so simple to feed them exactly what they need. My picky dog can't get enough right now. Okay, so let's talk about picky dogs. I have picky dogs. I have bought 3 different bags of dog food in the past 2 months, and they won't eat them, and they're hungry. And there was nothing I could do. So we were feeding them. Of course, we didn't let them go hungry, but we decided to go and spend the money and get this open farm dog food and see exactly how they do with it. So I brought up some chicken that I had canned. You can barely see it, I know, I'm sorry, the light's terrible. Anyway, I bought up 2 things of chicken breast that I had canned, and I'm going to mix that with this. It's open farm, humanely and sustainably sourced grass-fed beef recipe. Beef raised on a grass-fed diet, free from antibiotics and added growth hormones. 100% trackable ingredients. 100% trackable ingredients. I wonder what that means. I didn't see that. I guess you can track where your food came from, which is fine. So I bought them this food, and we're gonna do a taste test kind of thing, how they like it. This is the bag that it came in. It is a 26-pound bag because I do have multiple doggies. So I did not do the customize your dog food because I got too many dogs for that, truthfully. I mean, I'd have to buy a bag for the rat, a bag for the Chihuahua, and a bag for the mutt she has upstairs. There was another dog food that I was buying. It's a little bit more pricey. It's called Honest Kitchen, and it's sustainably sourced, and it's one that Lee said he recommends. I wanted to try this just to see, how it goes. So what I'm gonna do is warm up this chicken on the stove, put a little bit of the food with it, and then I'll get back to you guys. Okay, so what I've done is, I'll show you, I put a little bone broth, which is absolutely wonderful for your gut health and your immune system. Bone broth is fantastic. I put a little bone broth and some chicken and the dry dog food in there. My goal, and I haven't done it today because I really don't have any, my sweet potato crop failed, but my goal is to get them some kind of grain, quinoa or something like that, and some sweet potatoes, and maybe add a little pumpkin, because pumpkin is so good for deworming. It's a natural dewormer. So my goal is to get that. Oh, I got a nice little bone in there. Look at that. So I'll take that out for now. Oh, we got 2 bones in there. I didn't know. This is breast and leg, so it's not surprising. But anyway. So that's my goal, is to get to a place where we can kind of have a varied diet with things that will sustain them and help them to grow healthy, and not, I mean, you put food in your mouth. Yeah, you can go to Taco Bell every day and you're not going to be hungry. Granted, you won't be hungry, but will you have nutrition? Will you be sustaining your body? Will you be filling the holes in your nutritional system that you need to fill to, also, there's a lot of marrow in these bones. You can see it there. the marrow, that's fantastic for them. But will you be doing what you need to do to feed your cells on a microscopic level? I mean, will you be feeding your body or just feeding your stomach and your brain? Because basically that's all you're doing, is you're feeding your brain. And you're not feeding it good things. I don't mean feed your brain as in you're getting smarter or anything like that. I mean you're making your brain be quiet because it's not telling you it's hungry anymore. So let's feed our animals and ourselves food that will actually keep them alive, make their stomachs not growl, and feed their cells, for heaven's sakes. Let's feed our bodies, not just, you know, I mean, you feed it sugar, you're gonna, you know, your body's gonna say, yeah, it fed me. But when it gets to the cellular level, your cells are gonna go, oh my gosh, what did she send down here? There's nuclear waste in my body. How am I supposed to sustain myself on this? And it won't. I'm telling you guys, you gotta stop feeding your eyes and your mouth and your silly parts. You got to start feeding your cells, and for your animals too. And you know, I'm not rich. I can't, you know, say I can afford a whole big bunch of expensive dog food, but I bite the bullet every month. It costs me around $100, and I do buy the good stuff for them because I don't want to see them die. I don't want to see them be hurt. You know, it was a terrible thing what I went through with my other puppy, and I'm not going to go through that again. So this is a little on the chilly side. I hoped it would be warmer, but I don't like to microwave things, especially when it's for my animals. So let's see what happens here. This is the taste test. Looks like Roxy's going to beat out Gur because Roxy's an old lady and she refuses to share. Let's see, Gur's a really picky one. Let's see if he likes it. Gotta get autofocus here. Looks like they're kind of picking at it. Roxy's going at it pretty good. How about Claire? They're a little, Roxy's not, but the rest of them are a little nervous. We may have to give them some time here. Let's see what, there's my little bit right there. My sweet, sweet, sweet girl. Let's see what she does with it. She is absolutely the pickiest of all of them. So let's see how Miss Thing likes it. There you go, bunny. Okay, well, she just put her head down and went back to sleep. So we'll leave this here for her and see how she does later on. But anyway, I think they'll warm up to it. I think it takes time, and I think they'll warm up to it. So that is my video for today. Tomorrow's Christmas Eve. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day with your families. Praise God and thank Him for everything you have and for everything He's done for you and for all of the good things in your life. Every good and pleasing and pleasant gift does come from God. End of discussion. And trust Him, love Him, trust each other, love each other if it's possible, and do good by each other. Treat each other well. Treat each other well. Treat each other well, people. That's so important that you treat each other well. So that's Kay, Beulah's Homestead for today. Tomorrow's Christmas Eve. We'll shoot you a video tomorrow and then take a video on Christmas Day, but we probably won't post anything. We're just going to spend time with the kids. So. Alright, looks like these two think it's a hit. And Bella only eats when she's ready. And this one thinks it's a hit. I think Everly went back upstairs with her mommy, so we'll have to take her something. Alright, you guys. Love Jesus, love each other, put some food away, do good, and I'll see you next time.